That was so fucking good. That was so quick and like.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to another stream. It is Thursday. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you are here. Thanks for being here. For some reason, my media player is not working at the moment now, so let's reload the music quick. Where's my music? Come on, music. Anyways, welcome my Jestys besties, my Jesticles, the Jest audience on the planet. Thank you for being here on this Thursday. Go ahead, smash the like button, share the stream immediately. You already know how it is, and if you would have just did it, I wouldn't have had to ask. Now listen, we are going to have on the stream today two different guests. The first guest that I'm going to bring on, well, I'm going to bring him on at the same time, but the first person I'm bringing on, you know him, you love him, his name is Ice Cream Teddy. He goes by Tedward in my heart. He's going to be telling us a little bit more about the G3. If you don't know what the G3 is, I'm about to link it in the chat, and we're going to pin it. So we're going to go to yougotmoves.com. We're going to click on Global Gloving Gauntlet. We're going to copy the link. And I am going to paste that link in the chat, where we will then go ahead and pin the message. Now, the reason that I'm pinning this message is because if you don't show up to this, you're basically missing out on the biggest gloving event of the entire year. You're going to see the absolute cream of the crop from California there, which is enough reason for everybody and their brother from around the country to go and meet up. And that's exactly what's going to happen. As soon as the hype starts building, it's going to snowball just like it did for Photon. And Photon, now, I love Photon, but that was Texas. Texas has a great, beautiful, tight-knit community, but then there's also California, which has like 4 or 5 of those scattered across. So imagine that like times 3 or 4 inside. Am I allowed to say the Globe Theater? Oops, I did it. I said the Globe Theater. Anyways, the point is, we haven't gotten it yet, but we will. So here, now I'm going to bring on Tedward, and he's going to first of all, he's gonna yell at me. He's gonna yell at me a little bit. He's gonna yell at me a little bit for spilling the beans, but I tend to do that. I get excited, so you know what it is.
So, as Josh pointed out, we do have a venue in downtown Los Angeles. To be clear, we are not allowed to say the name of the theater until after we sign the contract to put the deposit in, which I have the appointment to do. But
listen,
I have not
special
done
effects.
Yet.
Special effects bleeped out the name. No one heard anything.
Yeah,
all right, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Whatever.
It's fine. Nobody heard anything.
As Jest pointed out here, I'm just dropping by to provide a little hype regarding the G3, the Global Gloving Gauntlet, the greatest gloving gathering, whatever you want to call it. We will be releasing the first 10 competitor spots on Sunday. There will be a brand new info page with answers to all of the questions that all of you have asked me all week. And we'll be happy to get all that information to you guys so you can understand exactly how this is going to work, what the possibility is, and there is a, that's not the page, that's the other one.
I know, I'm just going to show this one off first.
Oh, right, okay, so let's do that. So that page, that is the venue entry. Now, just so you guys know, whether you're competing or whether you're just going, you need a venue entry. Like, that's just to get in the door. Everybody needs to buy a general admission. There are 25 early birds left at $16.50, and then they go up by $5. And then they will go up by $5 again after the next, I believe it's 100 or 200 tickets are sold. The GA tickets are how we pay for the event, and it's going to be a very, very expensive one. So if you're going for sure, please go on and grab your GA tickets.
Get your ticket early before it costs more money. Now, if you get it early, what's going to happen, instead of waiting for the hype to build and then all of a sudden the FOMO starts kicking in and you have to spend more money, you could get your ticket early, you could get your plane ticket, and then you could start building the hype for us. I mean, listen, I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
And as Jest has highlighted here, just if you want to scroll up a little bit so they can see all the 10x entries. So there are 48 competitor spots, and those 48 spots are released in tiers, right? So we're releasing the first 10. Now we've hit 25. Once we hit another 25, totaling 50 GA tickets, we'll release 10 more. Once we hit 100, we'll release 10 more, and once we hit 150, we will release the fourth set of 10. The last 8 tickets will go for anybody that wants to purchase the sponsor the G3 jersey, which is a transparently inflated jersey price specifically for the point of raising substantial funds so that we can actually pull this thing off with no sponsors, just the gloving community actually supporting itself. And
it's the Glovers who are the sponsors. Let's be real here. You guys aren't being sponsored. You're sponsoring the greatest gloving gathering. You guys want this to happen, so you guys got to make this happen. That's how you can do it. So. And
we're also working. I'm sharing probably a little more than I should here, but screw it, we're hyping things up. I also want to point out that I'm currently working in the schedule to make sure that we have a gloving event, a side event, and multiple open trade time breaks during the day.
So there's going to be a trade time at the very beginning of the day, and there's going to be a trade time at the very end of the day. So there's going to be at least two opportunities for you to go through and meet your gloving heroes, your gloving idols, and get all of the trades that you're looking for.
And we'll probably slide a third one in there, a third small one in there somewhere in the middle if we can. And then, as I said, we are going to have a side event, which will be something that has to do with things that are not lights. Not sure yet. More info to come later.
Definitely. So I want to acknowledge the chat real quick. Old Dave is always first to say hello, Jest World. Hello, Old Dave. Thank you for being here.
Hello, Dave.
You are. Listen, I could keep doing the viewer of the week every single week, but let's be real here. Old Dave is the viewer of the viewer of the stream, like the stream MVP. Like, he is the stream MVP. So thanks, Old Dave. VO. Second, quick, almost first, but he's not quite first there. Snaps here to do his moderation, says the glob, which is someone who loves books, and I love books. We're here in our basement, which is a treasure trove. So I'm actually not in a basement. That's just a meme. Anyways, Vio wanted to say the show is nuts from earlier, so that's probably a compliment to you, Mr. Cushman. Snaps, I'm sorry I didn't ask you to record for me. I asked a lot of people to record for me, and there was just not enough time. Granted, I took a nap at one point, so that's on me. I'm sorry, I was exhausted. It's not because you're not famous. It's because I'm just an asshole with not enough time in the world. So, Vio wants to know, why are we still here, just to suffer? Well, I certainly hope not in the stream. Snap says they both got a glove upside down. Teddy and Cushman, you guys got a glove upside down before you leave. So
I'll try to make it happen.
I don't think that counts, Teddy. Let's see here. Got some hype in the chat for the greatest gloving gathering. Snaps has called you Ted and breakfast. I like that. That's good. That's good right there. He makes good breakfast food. I will say that. Let's see here. The gathering of the glove gallows. I like that. Can I get a venue ticket and a jersey without making a fool of myself competing? Certainly, of course. You don't have to compete if you show up. Of course, you can just you can support the cause and go to the event and do the thing. Will there be house music? Quincy,
Actually,
I'm not sure that there will be specifically house music, but I'm sure that there will be a variety of genres, and I'm sure that we can work some house music in there somewhere.
So to answer both of those questions, number one, yes, there will be some house music. There will also be some really filthy bass music. We're scratching both itches here. And then what was the other question about the? Old Dave. So the jerseys will be priced at about $150, and they will include a front of the line guest list venue entry, one per jersey. So you can get the jersey, and that will include your venue entry. No need to compete. You just simply decline the invitation to a competitor ticket, and then the next person who gets a jersey will get your ticket instead. So it just gets passed on to the next person in line for that eighth competitor spot.
So yeah, you can just decline the invite to compete, and no worries, my dude. Definitely do that. So there's 10 of us in here, and I just want to say, if you haven't smashed the like button already, please do that. The algorithm really appreciates you when you do that, and I'm trying to get monetized. We're over halfway past over halfway past the milestone to monetization on my YouTube channel, which is kind of a big deal to me. So yeah, the daily content is going to keep up. The stream clips are going to keep up. The short stuff is going to keep up. The lightsaber stuff is going to keep up. Hopefully I'm going to make some more gloving content. Imagine that. I want to make some more of those, you know, real YouTube style, kind of like book report videos about the specific aspects of gloving like I started doing a year or so ago. I want to make more of those, but they're just so time intensive that posting one of them, you know what though, they do pretty well. So I think they are worth it. I should probably just start doing those again. No excuses.
Rule number 76: no excuses, play like a champion.
That's really what it is. You just gotta can't be making the excuses. It's just gotta be doing it. So yeah. Anywho's, let's tell him, Teddy. Do we have anything else to say about the greatest gloving gathering, the global gloving gauntlet, the G3, the G cubed, the Jeezys?
I will say that if you have not joined the Discord and you want to compete, you should, because we will be dropping the ticket link for the first 10 tickets in there on Sunday.
This Sunday. Monster trucks. Why does everyone have that? everyone just like flashed to that commercial, right? Like the monster trucks. Am I the only one who did that? Okay, never mind. That's fine. So listen, Sunday, we're gonna drop the link for the, what was it? I want to show this one too. I don't think I showed this one yet. This is the link. This is the link that we're gonna drop on Sunday. The Global Gloving Gauntlet, 8/3/2020. So save the date. All information is gonna be included in here. I'm not gonna read it all to you yet, because that's coming out on Sunday. Sunday. Monster trucks. Monster gloves. So, where's the Global Gloving Gauntlet? Where and when? I want to compete. I don't want to compete. Oh, wait, no, there's a dance event. I want to compete in that. I just want to be there. I don't want to compete. I want to support. There's a lot of different things. There's COVID protocols, because apparently that's still a thing.
Yeah, that's Los Angeles County. That's not me. Don't be mad at me, please.
I ain't mad. I mean, shit. Government is government. I get how it is. I don't like it, but I know what it means. I know what it is. I know what it's, know what's going on. I get it.
For anyone else that might still be concerned, or
if you're worried, of course, you have a right to be. You have a right to be concerned for your health and your safety and all that stuff. So, If you're vaccinated, then you got nothing to worry about. If you got a mask, you got nothing to worry about. If you don't worry anyways, then you got nothing to worry about. So come and glove with us. That's what I think.
Oh
YouTube,
my God,
YouTube, don't
snap.
demonetize me for talking about COVID, please.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll have protocols in place for anyone that has concerns, and we'll make sure that everybody's well sorted.
You will be well sorted indeed. So don't forget to smash the like button, share the stream. Share the stream with your local gloving community because this one is actually a big one. This is going to be a big deal. The greatest gloving gathering should be, in fact, the biggest reason for you to share the stream this Thursday. So go ahead and do that if you don't mind. And I think that's all we had to say about the G3 event for this week. Am I right, Tedward?
I believe so. So I will leave you to it, Cushman. Always a pleasure. I will see you in LA in August, and hopefully sooner, actually.
That's
It's
right.
a long way away. So.
Yeah. Bye, Teddy.
All right, thanks, Tedward.
Bye, guys. Bye, chat. Bye, Jest. Bye, Cushman. Later.
All right. Then the one and only Cushman, the man, the myth, the legend.
Dude, I'm super excited for that tournament. I'm actually going to go. I might not compete because, I don't know. I don't like competing. It's too much.
See, he says that, and then a week before he's like, I'm going to compete. And then you compete, and then you...
I'm like, yo, do you have a ticket?
You got anyone have a competitor ticket? You're who I'm talking about when I say just get it now and get it over with instead of waiting for the last moment when FOMO kicks in.
Yeah, dude.
Ugh.
By the bottom. You feel me?
It's how it goes. It's how it goes. So.
What are the prizes, actually, if I might ask?
We will probably be releasing that information as time comes on. What I can tell you for sure is it's going to be another belt like it was for 4KC. So it's going to be a fucking WWE style belt at least. At the very least, you're getting a belt out of this, which is the kind of, if you ask me, that's the coolest prize. That's cooler than some fucking trophy. Like,
I'll put it up somewhere on my wall if I get it. Maybe in that corner. You can't really see it, but...
Right, like that information in and of itself is just worthwhile. So, I gotta move my little screen out of the way of your screen.
Oh, there's nothing going on my screen anyways, dude. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, but like we want to see you wiggle your fingers when you actually start doing that.
Oh,
Our boy doesn't have a glove set.
Mind blown, right?
Which somehow he failed to mention to me until 20 minutes before the stream.
Look,
because
no one told me. You
listen,
need a glove set.
listen. If I hadn't waited till the last minute to ask you to be on, I would have asked these questions and mailed you a glove set, and it would have been fine. We would have had no problems. But I waited till the last minute to ask you to be on the show. So I mean, shit. They say they can barely hear you, so let me see if I can fix
You guys made me
that.
put my mic like 8 feet away
No,
from
I
my
think
face.
it's my mixing. Let me just handle it real quick, and we'll make them hear you better. I'm gonna make the music go a little quieter because I know if I turn you up on the mixer, then the mixer turns up the music too. So let me know if that works out for you guys. Jay asks, does he smoke kush? So I guess that's the first question on this interview.
I do. I smoke a lot.
He does. He
Someone
smokes.
here. Wait, just kidding. That's my pills. That's my painkillers that I got.
Maybe we should not be showing that on the stream. But that's
These
totally...
are painkillers. These are painkillers.
Oh well, that's totally prescribed. YouTube, don't demonetize me.
Absolutely not. Wait, also pause, Dave. You didn't even smash that like button.
How do you know Dave didn't smash the like button?
Because look in chat. He said, "Should I smash the like button?" And there's 9 out of 10. I assume that must be Dave.
I tend to believe that Dave was one of the first. I give him the benefit of the doubt because he's one of the first to do pretty much everything on my channel. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. Cushman over painkillers, man. That's funny. Listen, we're gonna, you know what we're gonna do? Because I think you never gave me an interview for the book, did you?
For the book?
For the book. Back in the day when I
No.
wrote it, you know, about 2 years ago. It's kind of crazy to me that I published that book almost 2 years ago. Actually, genuinely 2 years ago, I published that book. So.
Also, Dave didn't do it. You were wrong.
Oh, Dave! Dave, look at you out here proving me to be a fool. Ugh. Come on, buddy. I trusted you.
I don't know if I was ready for that interview back then, if you even had the thought about doing it. Maybe
Well,
you asked me? I don't know.
I don't remember if I asked you or not, but I asked a lot of people, so I apologize if I didn't ask you, but I'm gonna go through the questions now, and you can answer them to the best of your abilities in verbal form, and I'll be able to use this information to go back later and type it up and write your portion of the interview section for later, if that's cool with you.
Absolutely.
Cool. So, what is your full name?
You really want that? Oh my god. Okay, my full name is Thomas Pete Alexander of Cushman.
Oh,
I swear to God.
I'm so glad I asked, because he's got 3 middle names, and that's a wonderful. You've got you've got one
I have
of
2
the.
middle names and then 2 last names, I think. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
okay.
There's no hyphen, so.
Okay. Fair enough. And what is your Glover or artist alias? And that's Cushman, of course, right?
Yeah, it's just my last name. Could have been a little bit more creative, but everyone
I
just
mean,
called me that.
It's man, if it sticks, it sticks. If it works, don't. If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So, where did you pick up gloving?
I remember in high school, like sophomore year or like the end of freshman year, my friend came up to me and he was just like doing this. He's like, ooh, and I was like, what are you doing? Get out of my face. And he was like, light shows, bro, light shows. And I was like, okay, cool, you know. And then my friend Cody, who was actually born the same day as me, same year, our parents met in like the hospital. He was like a little raver kid, and he was like, yo, I got these gloves. And I was like, okay, whoa, you know. He had like dots, dude. He had some dots from Amazing Lights, or was it Orbit? I think it was Orbit. And I was like, yo, this is badass. So I actually ordered some from Orbit. That was my first set, and I just started going. I never really went to anything growing up, like with gloving, or my first like year or two. You know, I just kind of, I don't know, sat around and practiced.
Gotcha. Played with your fingers, one of those puzzle kids. I get it. I definitely get it. I never had like a place to go in the first few years I was gloving, because there wasn't a community for it up here. So I get that. What teams have you repped in your gloving career?
Well, my first team I was on, shouts out to Scott Wilson. He put me on BTL, which is Bring the Lights, I think it was. And I remember I went to Amazing Lights in West Covina, and I was like a I guess like a glover like on the sidelines and just watch and stuff. And like eventually I finally traded with people like from Shapeshifters. It's a very old team for those of you that don't know who that is. And they were like, yo, we'll put you on. So BLT is what I called it. And then KV, which is like I don't know whose team that was, but I just remember that tag. And then iDigit, Shapeshifters, and CC. And I think that might be it. I might be on some other ones that are just kind of there, but can't really think of them off the top of my head. But those are like the ones I like fluently remember.
Sure. Let's see. What year did you start?
2000, like end of my like late 2009, early 2010, like probably like going into my sophomore year at the end of the year, 2019 or 2009. Sorry.
Okay.
Damn, dude, that's a long time.
So you've been at it almost 13 years, my guy.
Let's get it.
That's a long time to do anything, but big respect for keeping with it. And Yeah, I mean that's really all there is to it. Big respect for keeping with it. What was your peak years? And then
Dude,
also,
I have no idea.
what do you think Gloving's peak years were?
Oh man, it's a fucking controversial question.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so I think my peak years, personally, I'm not basing this off of skill or anything, but like
Activity is a good measure.
Yeah, exactly. So like 2000, I would say maybe 14, 13, 15, like around there, but more like 13, 14. I think that was like really fun. It was really active, the community. They had like boss invitationals and stuff like that. They had FNL, SNL, you know, and people would just roll through. And I just remember gloving with everybody, you know, when Shapeshifters was active. That's when they were just throwing heat. I just remember, like, and I can actually correlate that with, you know, what do I think was the prime for gloving, which was maybe like around then, but second to that would be like 2009, 2008, when like it was just like Mimic and like a few other people.
When it was just in its infancy, but it was still having that like surreal kind of effect, you know, that people were still celebritized. I don't know how to word that. Like idolized, I guess.
Idolized, yeah, or like you would just be like, damn, like dude, oh my, like you just really like a style, and then you just like really want to glove like a certain person, is what it was like back then, you know.
Right.
Imitation is art.
Absolutely. I wonder what my ISO is on. Maybe I should set up my stream before I do it, you know? Let me ask you another question here before I start fiddling around and we get distracted. Let me hear about some of your favorite memories from either festivals or gloving events. First of all, have you been to any music festivals? What music festivals have you been to?
I remember there was this place called Pajama Jam, which is like in, I think, San Bernardino. It's like a small little tiny ass rave. And I think, oh, and then I snuck into Hard Summer in 2014. That was fun. Dude, I just walked right through the front gates, like just like plain as day, you know, not even sneaky. Got in, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then recently in 2019, Dream State. That was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful event. Oh my god, thank you, Vin. Shout out to Vin. PM Vin or PM Tranquil. He actually helped me buy that ticket. He was like, "You're not going?" And I was like, "No, dude, I'm just gonna chill at the Airbnb." And then he sent me like $50, and I was like, "You dog."
Well, I mean, if he's gonna be insistent, right?
Absolutely. I didn't even give him a chance. Like,
he's like, "The fuck you are." Love it.
Yeah, dude. And then I went.
Right.
That was fun.
So, gloving events in particular. What are some of your peak memories, favorite memories?
Oh man, I have a bad one and a really good one.
Okay.
At Hard Summer, I remember I was watching Kill the Noise, and I was giving a show to somebody because I think it was like some guy on Shapeshifters that used to be on a long time ago. They're like, "We want you to trade with him," and I was like, "All right," and then I did, but it was like grass. There was no grass on the ground. It was like dirt. So like I was trading on the dirt. So when like people were jumping up and down, like a bunch of dust was getting in my lungs, and I just couldn't breathe for like the rest of the day. It was crazy.
That's tragic.
But my best memory though was Dream State. I remember Alec Hubbard, he got on Photon, and like they gave him the jersey and everything there, and like we were watching Above and Beyond, and like he just gave a show, dude. It was like a perfect moment. It was fucking crazy.
Love to hear that. That's the kind of stuff that like is pure gloving culture right there.
And
like,
he hit ground score that day. That was really funny.
What do you mean? Like you found something on the ground?
No, it's just like we were in our Airbnb and like they're just joking around. He like literally scooped up a little dust and what looked to be, you know, ground score, and he just like inhaled it, and I just was cracking up. It was just dust. It was like stupid.
Well, I have a pretty ridiculous story that I like to tell about Alex Hubbard, but we'll talk about this interview instead. 'Cause I don't want to get
Okay.
distracted. That kid is like, he doesn't seem real because he's so goofy and out of pocket, and he just does things. He does things so casually and confidently, and they work. And you're like, how did he get away with that? And that's basically the gist of what my story will encompass. So long story short, that's essentially what happens when I'm around him. But the next question that I had was, who were your main inspirations, and do you still have contact with them?
My main inspirations. I don't feel like I really ever had contact with them, but I want to say, like, going through my early stages of gloving, I think it would be like Gummy, Mimic, pretty much all of AO, and like Physic and shit. And that's pretty much what defines my whole style. Just like a combination of all that stuff.
Physic is a to die for trade. If I could get a hold of him, that'd be so cool.
Absolutely. I mean, I see that he hangs out with my friend Nick a lot, and Nick just lives up the street from me, and I think he still lives up the street with me. And Physic lives in, I think, San Diego. But I mean, you reach out to him anytime. I would love to party in San Diego.
Do you know what made him put down the gloves?
I don't know. Probably just like school and stuff, and just like he did it as like purely a hobby, and he had fun with it, and he was just like, all right, well, you know, I think it's time. Like I stopped, and then he stopped, and I was like, damn, respect. Always sober. Always just had a clear head, and I was just like, dude, that is crazy.
Good for him. He's definitely one of the just like the inspirations that the gloving community to this day puts on a pedestal, like untouchable. So
absolutely. And I'm just like, and it's crazy to see like everything now is just exactly what he did back then. It's just, but like
a little bit more defined.
Because,
yeah.
Like, and it's funny because like people do it, and like people will be like really good and stuff, but not even know Physic. And I'm just like, damn, like. And then I'll try to show people, and they're like, "When was this? 2000 what?" And I'm like,
exactly right.
I know.
Physic was truly the. There's a video that I show people, the video he did to the Veld.
Cutting his eyelid.
I still show people that video, and I'm like, that right there is the precursor to clusters. Like all of the clusters that exist are basically what he was doing right there.
Absolutely. So, at the end of his like gloving shit, I'm pretty sure like he like just introduced like clusters, and then that was it. And I was like, damn, that is insane. Yeah, those people I think are really good. I love Mimic too, dude. I remember when I went to San Diego, he gave me a like, dude, I'm not even kidding. It was like a 9-minute show. If you can go on Glover's Lounge, you can probably find it. It's like 8 minutes.
Wild. That's wild. I got to trade with him at IGC 2014. And he was like, "Can I steal your hat move?" And I was like, "Yes, you may steal my hat move." So that's my claim to fame with my Mimic trade. I don't know if you saw my hat move, but if you go watch my PM tryout video, I do the hat move in that video as well. And that's when everybody screams at the beginning of that video. So I would love to get Mimic on the stream too someday. He's another one of those that I'm just like, if I see him, I can talk to him, but he doesn't respond to me on the internet, so I don't really know how to get in contact with him to do the thing.
I mean, all the homies like live right up the street, or like over like 2 cities. They live in like Eastvale. I mean, I think Mumbles, Jason lives there with Tommy. I think Tommy lives there with them.
It's crazy.
They stay in Eastvale, dude. It's like 2 cities over. And they always are like, yo, just come kick it. And I'm just like, fuck, you know, yeah, you're right. But COVID and everything kind of like kept things from happening most of the time. But now things are getting better, so I mean.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, let's see here. JJ says we will never forget Physic cutting his eyelid at the Real Bad Gathering. What happened there? I want to hear that story.
RBG, I think I was there. Oh, dude. Oh, man. I think I was there. I think I burned my hand on an electric, like an e-nail.
Why is everyone hurting themselves at this event?
I grabbed the nail without knowing what what it was. Don't worry. I had can't say it. Just kidding. I was immune.
Gotcha.
Physically immune to it. Couldn't feel it.
That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Old Dave says, "Just you got new glasses, now get a new hat." I actually have. I still have a very, very new version of that hat, so it's around. It could come back. That move could definitely come back. Let's see. What's the next question?
This would have been fun to answer and put in the book.
Yeah, no, this is.
I have like hidden knowledge, dude. I swear to God. Like...
I believe it. When we get to the last question, it's gonna end up being the rest of the stream that we fucking talk about it. So, trust. We'll get there. What were your reasons for starting? The other part of the question is what are your reasons for stopping, but you haven't yet. So,
I mean, I have stopped and gone again and kept the cycle going. It never breaks, dude. I always
Here's
come
the
back.
thing. You never. In my mind, I'm never gonna quit for long. Like I might take breaks. I definitely took even a year hiatus back in 2019 when I was like really trying to finish the book. I kind of just like stopped gloving and just wrote. But like, you will never stop wiggling your fingers. That whole time,
Yeah,
I never
no,
stopped
absolutely.
wiggling my fingers. So
I never do. I'm never gonna stop probably. But what made me start, dude? I don't know. Just like hanging out with my friends and like that's pretty much it. I don't know. It just kind of got like introduced to me and like it just like inched its way more into my life, and I just kind of started to like it more and more. And
it's insidious.
Dude.
Once you start, it creeps into your brain and it's all you can think about, and you can never get rid of your hands. So it's like I said, you can't stop wiggling.
Yeah, like my friend taught me that move and the figure 8, and then from there, boom, just gone. I just started kind of.
You just
I don't know,
basically
doing whatever.
Spartan kicked you down the rabbit hole, and from there it's too deep to climb out of. It is entirely too deep to climb out of.
Yeah, that rabbit hole was like my garage. I would go to my garage and it was like my little like meditation zone. I would go in there and put on like really corny classic dubstep, like what's it called, like Gold Dust and all, like stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I didn't really stop, and I don't think I will stop. So
as you should not stop. Yes, you
like I
yes.
don't have a glove set, and I apologize, chat, and to you, Jess. I know this is like the last minute.
Again, if I had planned ahead a little bit better, I knew I was going to be asking people for to be a guest this week, and the people I was asking, I didn't get any responses to until I finally asked you, and you were like, "Fuck yeah," and I was like, "Fuck yeah," and it was yesterday. So, but like I said, I got extra sets, so I will end up sending you a set. I'm sure that we will get you something.
Yeah, if you have an
work
easy
with.
light set, I'll swoop one up.
Definitely got you. So. No biggie there. Let's see here. Nate says Cushman, the OG, most buttery tech and transitions to date. So he got some more compliments for the Cushman over here. He's not wrong though. Like, listen, that video that we played before the stream of you at Photon has such weird transitions that are like, yeah, I would not have thought of that. But
yeah,
you did
it's
it.
so funny.
You did it, and it looks perfect.
I know, you like brought me over there. I traded like twice and like walked around to the garage, and you were like, I told you to meet me at the camera when you were done, like 20 minutes ago. And then like you pulled me over there, what seemed to be by my collar, and then you were like, okay, you gotta take it. You gotta
figuratively dragged you by the ear. Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, and like I can't really remember that night. All I know is I had a lot of fun, and I brought my girlfriend with me. Shout out to Alec for flying me out there. Of course, dude. Like you said, just a character, dude, like a goof. He messaged me and was like, you going to Texas? I was like, no, I'm not going to Texas. He's like, okay, well, are you off this day? And I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, I just bought you a ticket, and your flight is this, and these are your seats, and sorry, it's Spirit Airline, dude, but it's cheap. And I was like, what?
Like,
okay, let's go. Like,
you made it happen for you. That's pretty awesome. I did not.
I'm glad that show turned out good though. I was watching it before the stream.
Yeah, it looks good. I liked how you ended it too, Goofy. I always appreciate that. So. All right, so the next question was, what would you call your style, and what are your style preferences when seeing a show? And I kind of think it's awesome that that's the next question, considering the last comment that we just read. So.
What do I consider my style, or what it is?
I mean,
okay.
According to Nate, it is most buttery tech and transitions to date. So there's that.
Okay, so I like kind of combined my style between like two specific styles actually. So like AO and like Mimic more specifically, they have this like almost like this perfect symmetry in terms of like hand positions and like counting and like rhythms and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, and like applying that's kind of like my story building and stuff, and then like moves of like tech and stuff, and comes from like my shapeshifter side and like CC, you know, like but I would say like I have like a morphe, like I like to make things seem almost endless, like like everything's transitioning, like it's never, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know.
It seems like it is seamless.
Yeah, so like what it is, dude, is like there's so many hand positions that I've gone through and seen that like my muscles are just like can just take those and like just put them together, like. And
it's really interesting how you use hand independence and just like slow movement in order to just kind of like morph, as you said, from one hand position, one tech position, one, you know, posture to another, and combine things in a way that's just like a perfect example is when you like, I don't know what you did, but you morphed from it was like one of these,
like that.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Like
in the video, I want to pull it up because let's see if we can pull it up. Let's watch it again.
Yeah, let's watch that video because I want to see it again. I've been really wanting to see it ever since you're like, yeah, I'm gonna post it at the end of the month. I was like, fuck, it's the beginning of the month.
Well, it's the end of the month now.
Lights are trippy. I like my style more when I'm out and I'm drinking and I'm like just having fun, because like I'm not really thinking of anything. And
right
like,
there, right? But, well, that was one of them that you do. But you do this finger roll thing and then you just end in
like a cluster.
Yeah.
I think it's coming up right now.
Yeah, right there. And then you did the thing with your thumb where you pushed the.
Oh yeah. I
you
like
you
like
always
cause and
do
effect.
This, yeah, exactly. You do this cause and effect thing, this consistent cause and effect thing, and the way you bring your hands together and then break them apart in order to make the cause and effect things happen. Like that's a perfect example. Like your hands were symmetrical and doing the same thing until they weren't, and then they were cause and effect. Like that's the shit that gets me so good, because it's like, oh yeah, this is satisfying, this makes sense to me, okay, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, like that. That's a perfect example.
Exactly,
right there.
Another example, yep.
This I stole. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, I stole it.
This right here, I stole that from physics. No biggie. I'm telling you, dude, like, biggest inspirations right there.
Physics is definitely.
I don't do stuff like that.
You can just shamelessly steal this stuff.
Favorite move right here.
It's that. This is the one that made me go wide-eyed.
Wide-eyed. Dude, I gave so many trades this night. Like, I was so defeated, but like accomplished, because I was like, damn, nobody here really like has seen a show from me in person. So, like, my girlfriend was like, dude, me and my girlfriend always do this face, like the Because it's like, it's just funny, like thumbnails, like when you're scrolling on YouTube and it's like, you're never gonna believe what I pulled from this
Right,
Pokemon
exactly.
pack.
It's
And
the
it's just like,
face.
yeah.
I love that. It was perfect. It was a perfect way to end it, especially considering it was a YouTube video. I haven't made a thumbnail for that video yet, but so I'm glad you said that because that's exactly what
That might be the one.
That's exactly what the thumbnail's gonna be. You'll never
Perfect.
believe what we pulled. A Cushman.
Dude, yeah.
Literally, I had to pull
like,
you over there. So
my
I
shares
think
are
the
rare,
universe-
not because of like who I am. It's just I never, ever, ever record. Like, I have no lights.
Well, you're
That's
getting
gonna
lights.
change.
You're getting lights.
Yeah.
Don't lose them, please.
I know. I'll put them right there behind me,
Okay.
and that little
Good.
right next to my books.
Good. Where'd my music go? I need to turn that back on. All right, here we go. All right.
Old DNA Lounge, Mortal Kombat, Gloving Parties, and SF. That sounds interesting.
All right. All right. All right. Looks like we got an upside down finger show from Thomas. So, there is a rite of passage, a tradition on the stream where the guests have to do their finger wiggles upside down.
Really?
And so, whatever that means to you, present us with something upside down, please.
Oh, there you go. It'll actually work.
He's smart. He did it the smart way. This is how
Oh
you
my
know.
God.
This is how you know he is an intelligent human being right here.
Oh man, this is confusing.
Without missing a beat, he turned the camera.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is gonna be insane. Okay, do we have a music bot in this?
I unfortunately do not have a music bot. You can here, dude. Pull up. I should have sent you this. I go through this. I go through this almost every week with my guests. I really should send this link out to you prior to the stream going on.
Okay.
So let me.
Also, if you don't mind, I was gonna use the restroom really quickly
go
before
for it.
this.
Go do your
Also,
thing
enjoy my upside down room. Obviously, I love One Piece right there. This
Upside
flag. This flag right here on my stand is from my father. He passed away, and the inside are the bullets at his funeral. It was crazy. It was actually crazy.
It's a wild story. I'm going to be pulling up this music. Let's play it. Let's keep it playing now. Let's say you got to do his signature. Definitely have to do a signature. Some kind of cluster is really a signature. We'll have him do the. What was it? It was like this, right? Or was it like that? It was like this, I think. I don't even know how he did it, but it's like this. That hurts my brain. It hurts my brain and my fingers. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I gotta give him some credit for that one. Okay, so I sent him the mix. The next level would be if Thomas gave us an upside down with the upside down camera, so it's right side out, but he's upside down. That's a little extra. Let's see. The One Piece flag upside down, kind of weird. Malik Price, who you hoping to have at the Gauntlet? We're hoping to have literally everybody at the Gauntlet, but I want to get I want to get as many old heads as who are down to show up. I mean, realistically, every one of the old AO, PM, and PLL cats should be showing up to be representing their teams. If you ask me, they should do that. If they don't do that, I don't know why they don't do that. So, JJ says toe show, please. All right, guys, listen. One of these days, you're gonna get the toe socks. They're gonna come out, but I'm not bringing the toe socks out until my wires are fixed for real. I need better wires. Okay, I'm not gonna break my wires. Well, here's the thing. Once I get the good wires, I'll use these wires on the toe socks so that in case my feet break them. If Munch shows up, it's over. Yeah, you're right about that. Imagine if all 27,000 members of GL was in one place. That would be pretty crazy, but there would at least be 2,000 scammers or profile bots. So we got that to look out for. Get 3M and No Name to show up at GGG. Yeah, I will definitely be posting about it for the 3M squad to do their thing as well. Definitely would like to see the hometown fam support the cause. By the way, speaking of hometown fam supporting the cause, we're doing flow things on April 23rd. So 1 month from now, or a little less than a month from now, Minnesota is going to be having a flow meetup. I will be releasing more information about it as it gets closer to the date. But it's basically just going to be a good old time with outdoor flowing with fire and gloves and all kinds of good stuff. So I would love to see the 3M and No Name and Minnesota in general fam show up. I would love to see some out-of-staters come and hang out and do some things. Y'all will be able to pitch tents and like sleep. So that's a thing. By the way, this is Jest mode. I don't think it's showing up right because I'm still getting weird amount of, oh, my camera got bumped. Let's do it this way. Let's try it this way.
I'm back.
You are back. He is back.
I am back. Should I turn this light on?
Probably, yeah, because we got to see your fingies.
Okay. Am I still upside down? Oh, I am. Oh my.
You're currently upside down, yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Let's get this. Let's see. Did you send me something?
Yeah, I sent you a link for the music that I'm listening to, but you can
On where?
post
Facebook?
that.
Okay.
Put that up anytime you want.
Do I just listen to it from my headset?
Yeah.
Do I have to like sync it up with you, or you just gotta go?
You can sync it up at play it from I'm gonna try to find you a good song actually. Hang on. Play it from 1 hour 11.
I'm at 1 hour 11:50. 1 hour 11.
Actually do 1 hour 1 hour 14. It does whatever the purple forest starts.
1 hour and 14.
Yeah, it's right about 1 hour 14 is where it starts.
Okay, I'm at 13:54. Let me give some time. gonna pause it on it. Yeah, I'm on it. Okay. I'm just gonna press play and kind of just get ready.
What's your
Pressing
timestamp?
play. I'm pressing play right now. 114.
114.
Once my hand leaves,
Okay, ready,
it comes
set,
back here.
go.
Oh, fuck. It's like... I'm trying to find the camera, sorry.
We also have to make you do your signature if you haven't already.
My signature?
Yeah, your signature move.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. That's what we guessed while you were gone. I was like, I bet this is what he's gonna do when I tell him to do the signature. Nice.
I'm like so confused about what's going on.
It looks really weird upside down, but we love it. Corrado says gang gang. 3M gang gang for sure. Jest mode is nice with 2 colors set and 1 gap. Okay, I'll have to try that out.
Oh man.
That's cool. That's cool.
I never
Dave
gloves
says
upside
one
down.
of my best memories is the camp out in 2016. Yeah, we're gonna try to do something like that. People can camp out again, so that's what I want to happen. This is oddly informative. Yeah, it definitely is oddly informative. I always be telling people to do their things upside down, so
It's confusing the shit out of me.
if you can do it right side up, you can do it upside down.
Okay, well, if I just not think about it. This is badass.
Perspectives are weird, aren't they?
A little bit. I'm trying to figure this out.
Only Hand says, been working on Thursdays and watching reruns. I caught up, but I'm finally popping in for the end of today. Hey man, I appreciate you watching reruns. That actually is a huge, huge deal to me. Watching, getting any amount of watch time on these streams is so huge towards the monetization goals. So it's just, it really, really means a lot.
Damn. Well, I tried my hardest.
You did the best upside down gloving we've seen on the stream so far. JJ says, "Can you flip him?" So you've already flipped, so you're good. Keep doing the finger wiggles. We're enjoying watching your hands.
Yeah, I like this song.
I kind of figured it would be morphological for you. You should stream this this mix as much as you can, because if you find songs on here that you like and record to them, they are non-copyright, so that I can then post. You can then post them on pretty much anything, but I will also take them and then use them for content as well.
I love this move.
So we got distracted despite my best efforts. We still got distracted. And there is one question left in the interview that I wanted to ask.
Okay.
And that is, are you credited with any innovation of the gloving techniques in the meta? And if so, when was the technique most copied and used by others in the gloving meta? And I can honestly, I can set this question up for you if you don't want to be cocky about it. But realistically, clusters was you and Pilgrim and
like Pinky and Brent and
Pinky
fucking
and
Ash.
And then I
Oh my
came
God.
in I came in with a little with a
A
notepad.
little. That ain't little,
no, I came in with
bro.
a notepad and wrote down what you guys were doing. And I was like, okay, all right. This is called clusters, by the way, everyone. And then that's my contribution to everything. That's my contribution to the meta.
The exposure, and then the 9-point kind of set like a precedent as well. Like, I don't know, it kind of.
Well, the crazy thing about it is like I was doing this as a cluster before clusters were really kind of defined.
I think,
and this is another point isolation thing.
Mhm.
And what it came down to is multiple point isolations just became too much of a mouthful to say. And when the Heater brothers showed me this, I was like, okay, if you can do a 9-point and open it in one direction, then you can do it and you can open it in the other direction. And then as soon as I got in my head, if you can do it one way, you can do it another way. I was like, all right, well, you can open them both ways, and then all of a sudden you've got this positioning thing with the 9-point, and that's where the hands started to not look like hands anymore, and people are like, well, yo, what's this thing that they're doing? But still, it was this move. It was this.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you.
Do you remember that?
What is that?
This 4-point cluster thing that you guys did. You guys were doing this in 2016 at one of the events in Cali. It was you and Pinky and Pilgrim and Ash that were fucking around with this thing, and that's literally what we were doing. Is I just like, all right, well, how do I co-opt this? How do I steal this?
Everything goes back to physics.
It really does.
Like I saw this video when he used these, and he like and like he'd break it apart and bring it back together, or he would go like he had like, okay, so SS, they always did like this bounce, like 1 2 3 4, like they like it'd be like or like a like this, like just patterns, like, or like counting, it'd be like 1 2 3, you know.
And that's
or
one
like
of the things, one of those aspects that is just so satisfying, is like it's not just a move, it's a series of moves that fit a pattern and a theme. Or
yeah, exactly.
Something to that degree that becomes deeply satisfying on an aesthetic level.
Yeah, so me and Pilgrim were like just like kind of labbing one-on-one, and like we were just fucking around, and like we were watching old videos and stuff, and then we just kind of stumbled across interesting hand positions, and eventually it turned. I remember it was this at first, like.
For sure.
And then
that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. And then that move, you guys were doing this, and like you moved it around, and I was like, well, what if you just put this thumb here, and then I started doing this one.
The thumb was good. I like the thumb.
I started doing this one where you make it move on your other hand. But yeah, and then the flip over. I just got a lot of nostalgia. Hang on a second.
The first one I remember doing is this one. It's like all 5, and you just isolate, like you just bounce. Oh fuck. 2. So you go 1 2 3, and you just like go in a circle. And I think that okay, so I wasn't a part of Glover's Lounge for a while, and then I think someone added me, and I think it was Pilgrim. He's like, dude, like post a show, and I was like, okay. And then I remember I posted a show, and people were tripping because they're like, what, like what is it, like thumb work, you know? Like I started to like do like this stuff, like I would I would like use the whole concept of like this dial
Right.
and like cause an effect. So it'd be like, you know, and bring it in. And I started like doing a lot of thumb work stuff, and I remember like after I posted that video, like from then on, like within that year, like I saw that a lot. Like people realized how comfortable kind of it was, and like they're just like, okay, this shit slaps. Like, and I just remember that. Like I'm not taking credit for that, but I just remember doing a lot of thumb work in the beginning, and then it felt like it opened like a lot of like people just were like, oh, idea, okay, expand. And I was like,
It's
yes.
definitely how it happens. That's definitely how the meta
Absolutely.
grows. I want to take this opportunity because we're an hour and 7 minutes into the stream. So basically an hour into the stream. If you have not hydrated, do that now. You are a walking sack of water and you need to refill yourself. Goes for each and every one of you in the stream. So make sure you, nice. Make sure you hydrate, guys, and also hit that like button, smash that like button, share the stream with your local gloving community. Drop some questions for our boy Cushman because we have about an hour left of things to talk about, and I'm gonna grab some water really quick. So show him your wiggles.
Show them my wiggles. Okay. Sure. What's up, everybody in chat? Yo, yo, yo. I'm on a stream.
Yeah, thanks for being on the stream. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really fun. Bird move.
Bird move. JJ says
Like,
bird move.
Oh, this or this one?
That's something I stole from Physic. You remember this one? Where he goes and then flips and then flips.
Oh yeah, he goes like this actually. He goes.
Yeah.
For some reason, and then that's it. Yeah, I like this one that he does. He goes, and then he, and just dude, it's so.
We need to get him. If you could put me in touch with that man and get him on the stream, that would be the biggest stream of the lifetime.
Literally ever, dude. Oh my god, and you can just ask him stuff.
God, that would be so great. I would love to get an interview with him because that's just one of those individuals that would have so much to say about the beginning of the gloving community. I want to hear his stories. I want to hear his perspective.
I love visiting old moves. There's this move. I don't see anyone ever do it. But like I remember who was it that did it? Someone on like LOL or something. But they would go like this. It's like.
Yeah,
you can just like go down the line.
That. I like that though.
It's very old. I feel like.
Definitely feels like
JJ.
old school
If JJ's
concept.
still in here, that fool can vouch. That fool can vouch for like half the shit I can show him probably.
True. JJ is one of the.
They've been around for a
OGs,
fucking minute.
Seen everything in the gloving community.
Dog, literally. Oh my god. And that whole thing with the thumb in the middle, I love that too.
Yeah, no, the isolations or the illusions, the slide illusions, I fuck with those so heavy. That's one of the ones that comes out of this. Displacer switch, right? And then you put the thumb in the center and you just rotate around and you're there.
Sheesh. Oh, you could probably like what was I doing? I was doing it at work. I forgot what it was. It was like it was like that or something. I forgot.
should make another cap drill is what I should do. I haven't made one of those in a long time, but this could basically be a cap drill. So if you get your this is a weird finger position to get into, but if you get into this 6-point illusion place, right? So you would do one hand like this, and then the thumb in the center, and put the plate there. So one hand is pointer finger and middle finger, thumb and pinky, and then the other hand is thumb for the 6-point, and then.
That's kind of cool. You can like do them separately.
Yeah,
like
you can do
go back and forth
individually. You can do them together. You can do them staggered. You can do them
I like staggered.
You can do all kinds of stuff with that. But
I
then
love
if you take away the top two, pull the top two down, just out of sight, completely out of sight, so that you've got 4
Ouch.
there. So what you can do is you can slide out, rotate around the thumb, and then slide back down. And when you slide down, underneath here, you'll notice your pointer fingers and your middle fingers are basically touching in this position. So that means you can push up, switch which one's on top, and then push back down into the position on the other side.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So.
Oh yeah, and it's like you just like kind of like it's like this motion,
right.
And like
exactly,
like,
it's exactly like it's just a simple switch that puts you on the other side.
Symmetry.
I love symmetry like that. It always comes back to doing if you can do it on one side, you can do it on the other. If you can do it right side up, you can do it upside down. Coming up with ways to do things similarly but differently makes for such much more interesting concepts in my mind.
This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite moves actually too. It's like a finger roll. Like, I think that's what you're talking about. Like
yes.
doing things, into things.
Can I tell you that the finger roll into the 9-point was 100% inspired by the way you do that.
Really?
Yep, 100%. I was like, all right, how can I
boom.
It is so comfortable just finger rolling.
Dude, yeah, right,
because
your fucking hand is open and it just like rolls right into it. Like I love that.
And that's the interesting thing about clusters, or at least the 9-point cluster, is most of clusters are really easy to finger roll into. The hand positions are really easy to finger roll into. Or if you are finger rolling really slow, you'll find those positions naturally. Which is,
you know what? That's a way that I used to lab actually. Okay, so like I would glove like really slow, and like it's like FPS, dude. It's like frames that you're watching, and like you're just like, oh, I like that frame, and you like hold it, and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna stay here, and you're like, okay, I can go this way, and then just whatever.
Right. That makes sense. Build nodes off of the frames that you like.
Yeah, I do love like finger rolls into clusters. That's my most favorite thing to do, I think. Rolling into anything or finger rolling into anything, like almost like a wave tut. Like, so like imagine a wave tut, you know what I mean? Like, and you're doing like just your finger through it, like, or your thumb. But imagine a wave tut, but like there's just a concept in the wave instead of just the finger, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's something that I've noticed that you do with your splicing a lot. You take one thing and then add waves and movement along the grid that just makes everything so deeply satisfying. So that's where that spontaneous element comes out of the satisfaction. Like the really, really aesthetically satisfying things, and then all of a sudden you hit something that's surprising. It's usually because you're doing something like that.
I love gloving slow. I've been told so many times to fucking like not go so slow. So it's boring or whatever. But it helps.
I mean,
it helps you look at things.
There's room for speed. There's places that speed should be, utilized more. But the reality is when you go slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So when you're absolutely buttery clean, everything just looks good, even if it's really slow.
Yeah, it's hard to give a bad show sometimes. Like, I know it's bad, when I'm like doing bad, I'm like looking at myself. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're also your
But
biggest,
people are like,
your biggest critic, your own biggest
Yeah.
critic. You know what you're fucking up, but when you move really slow, you're able to be like, ah, I played it off.
I
What
feel
was that
like
thing you were doing? Is it like this?
what is that? Oh yeah, it's how many points is it? 6. And then I usually like, wait, was it? Yeah, and then I like to like tic tac it like boom, 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 boom. Or then you can close it on both sides. Now you have another cluster. Like,
Yeah,
Imagine-
there's a lot you can
Fuck.
do with that. That's a shape that I hadn't thought about.
you just roll it like. I can't do it with like without lights. You probably see it better if I did that with lights.
The cool thing about lights is they are. It seems like clusters is the concept that lights were like entirely made for.
Absolutely,
Like-
because they're just dots.
Don't get me wrong. Obviously, trails have their place, and like fast, flowy like trails are always going to be a thing. But also, Poi beats out fast, flowy trails in gloving every day. So that's a thing. Clusters, the way clusters move, the way things morph between point isolations, it literally is peak gloving, in my opinion. And there's a lot of people who will argue with me about that, and I'm okay. I will die in this hill. Obviously,
That clusters are peak gloving.
clusters are peak gloving. I will die on this hill.
In terms of like technicality, yeah, maybe.
I mean, I seriously hope that someone comes up with something that's even more so and keeps pushing the meta. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's like peak as in there's nowhere to go from here, but what I mean is like it is the pinnacle of what gloving is effectively doing, what it's able to show you. And clusters really like hits the nail on the head of, well, there's points isolated on your fingertips, so we're gonna do point isolations that involve your fingertips. It's the most satisfying gloving concept in my mind. I think
You know,
that's
they
what I
made
need
a
to say.
cluster. They made a cluster team.
I know. I'm the godfather of the cluster team.
That 4-point thing.
Cluster fucks. Yep. I be in their group chat telling them who to look at and who to put on. Sometimes.
Nice. Who'd you put on it? Cause I don't know who's on it.
So I didn't actually make the team, but when they made the team, they were like, "Hey, do you want to be on it?" And I didn't want to like rep the team, but I was like, "I'm honored that you asked me, and I will definitely be an honorary member." So I do be repping it sometimes.
I'm a little sad. None of us made it on except for you.
Snap says peak gloving isn't cut the clusters. They didn't ask Pinky or Ash. I thought they did.
I don't know. Or Pilgrim, maybe even.
Peak gloving is whips at the drop. I totally believe that to be true. Yes. Peak gloving it will always be whips at the drop. Well, I can go start a stink and be like, yo, why didn't we put on any of the cluster OGs? But
There must have been some beef back then. Trust me.
I'm sure it doesn't matter in the long run.
Absolutely.
Nick Blank says finger touch will always be my personal satisfaction. And hey, man, there's always room for personal preference in concepts. But yeah, no, there's no question in my mind that the way clusters formulate together, the way things get put together, the connect the dots aspect of putting finger dots in someone's face, I'll never get over that. So that's a thing.
Yeah, the whole evolution of the grid was crazy. Like,
It really is just the microgrid incarnate.
I remember I heard a story from, Who was it? Nameless. But I was at an AO kickback and I went upstairs. Oh yeah, it was actually Icarus, I think. Icarus took me upstairs into his home, and we were just like, you know, chilling up there, and he's like, he literally told me about like the early days of Amazing and like finger rolls and like just concepts in general, and like he was saying that like, yeah, I used to glove with Mimic or Tommy, and he was like, you know, we were just little ravers, you know, and then one day Tommy stumbled across, you know, Greg Irwin and was like, "Fool, I'm gonna do that shit with gloves." And like, he was like, Icarus was like, "Yeah, there was like a boss coming up," and Tommy was like, "Ghost." He was a ghost. He was like, "Fool, I'm not gonna come out. I'm not gonna hang out with you guys until the comp. Like, I got some shit in the works and shit." And then like literally one of the first boss like videos, I think he showed up and like, fucking everyone was like, what? Like, what?
Love that.
Just, you know, like,
Love that. So he finds Greg Irwin, the finger fitness god,
yeah,
and practices all of his moves, shows up, does all of these finger dexterity tricks, and everyone's just like, fuck.
Everyone kind of was just dumbfounded, like, and his homies were like, "Are you fucking, what the fuck?" Like, he said, we were all mad because we wanted we wanted to know. Like, and I think he ended up taking that comp too.
Yeah, he won that, if my history serves me.
Yeah.
So.
And it was good for Icarus to just tell me all the fucking lore.
Yeah, I need to get Icarus to talk to me too. I think I have an interview from Icarus, but I wanna talk to him again because there's so much more to talk about.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but if you get him back on, you gotta definitely ask him about that story because that story was heat. Like, we were up there in his room and he was telling me about the story for so long that people downstairs were like, "Bro, it's your party. You're supposed to be down here."
So Snaps is demanding cluster whips. So
cluster whips?
If you had to throw a cluster whip, what would that mean to you?
A cluster whip. Because you can just do a whip with hand positions that are clusters, which is, I mean,
feels like
I feel like I've seen that before. Also, Physic did that shit. He did it behind the back. He used to do like, you go like,
right. Yeah,
like,
that makes sense. That would be a cluster whip if you're doing a whip and then exploding the clusters. I feel like, in my mind, a cluster whip is... Because in the same way... Here, let me try to turn up my... Let me turn on more lights.
They're cluster whips.
If, in my mind, a cluster whip would be... using the wrist roll motion and then exploding the hand positions as you do that. So as you said, he did it by he did the.
Hey, you want me to whip into a position? Liquid dials. Oh, like
my man's is
like
just
this.
putting words together at this point.
That's so hard to do. You'd have to like, liquid dials, bro. What?
He really wants to try to crumb.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at this. So you go like this, and you do like one. Like, and then you see this like kind of angle right here.
Sure.
I don't know. I just think that's kind of cool. But I'm trying to think.
I'm just plugging in these lights really quick. So if
seen Long do that? This?
Right.
I've seen Physic do this. Here you go.
So the two point flow here could be done with your fingers dialed.
Oh, you know what? I actually thought of, I don't know, like this maybe? You know how people used to do this? You can like isolate and like roll into it.
So what you're saying is more finger rolls into clusters.
Well, is this a finger roll?
Yeah, kinda.
What is that? It's like liquid, bro.
I mean,
That's liquid.
It's
This is, yeah, that's liquid, man.
bro. It's a finger wave of sorts. It's liquid, yeah. I mean, technically speaking, it's liquid. But like, technically speaking, most finger styles is liquid.
Y'all ever seen toe clusters?
Listen,
Hell no.
you're not getting feet pics this time, all right? Feet pics will not be this week, all right? If you want, all right, listen, I have those toe socks, and I will be putting the wired gloves in the toe socks at some point. But you guys need to be A, be good and behave, B, share the stream and like it, and also, I gotta wait for the wires to come so that I don't break the current wires, or like so that I can break the current wires that I have and not be worried about it.
Wow, Boogerand's doing great.
Hey,
Do you think the market?
Down.
I'm sorry. Do you think that we're in a retrace?
I haven't been paying attention to crypto too much these last few weeks because of I like to hold and wait out the bad times, so I haven't been paying attention to it too much.
Okay, yeah, Ethereum Classic shot up like 100%.
Nice. That's good to that's good to hear. I'm sure it's gonna rebound and then go up higher, but that's not financial advice, nor is it a prediction of any real substance.
Yeah, disclosure.
Yeah, no, I don't think crypto is probably the thing that we should talk about too much on this stream.
Absolutely. I just saw it. It just like popped up on my phone. And I was like, ooh, that's just good news for
Definitely
maybe you,
good news.
me.
Definitely good news. Money is always a good thing.
Yeah, it'll buy me batteries and lights and hopefully an entry or a jersey.
If you
to,
you
YGC.
Yeah, you do YGC.
For chat, it's called YGC.
You said that before stream, and I laughed super hard. He was like, "What are you calling it? YGC?" And I'm like, "Yes, you got competition. you got champions." I like that though. YGC has a ring.
It rolls off the tongue.
It really does. Like, why though?
It doesn't make any sense though.
It has no reason to be as catchy as it is. Like, genuinely.
What is the wrench? Why does he have power? What is this?
Oh, he is my moderator, so in case we have porn bots come up in the chat, he can delete them.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
So
Mod.
he does have power. You got competition. That's corny. It's corny as fuck, but it's funny.
Yeah, I like it. It just rolled off the tongue. I don't know.
It's just that perfect mixture of you got moves and IGC. I laughed. I liked it. I'm gonna let a porn bot stay, says Snaps. Alright, listen, if you don't do your job, we're gonna find someone else, okay? Listen.
I ain't getting paid. I'm trying to think of more things with this though. The thumb in the middle.
The slide. Yeah, I like the slide
Yeah.
a lot. So just add more fingers to it. Wonka does this thing where he goes and switches his which finger is coming up. He has like 3 of them there and a dial, right? And he does he like switches which one's on top, and like then like does this weird thing. So there's a lot of options with this ice. I call them ice illusions because they're like isolations, but they're illusions as well. A lot of things that you can do. Switching between. There was one that I was doing a lot. What was it? Oh, it was this one. Bro, I haven't practiced this in months and I almost forgot about it. Alright, so you've got your position, right? Your standard, your middle position, right?
Okay.
And then when you switch over, this middle finger, this ring finger, places from here to here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can slide on either side and switch back and forth. But then you can take it a step further, because when you're here, you can.
Oh, you grab it. Oh, okay. I think I got this now. And then you come back over here. Wait, are you flipping it like just back and forth, like? So like your hand position is, you said you're taking your ring, right? And then you're doing this, right? So
Right.
are you pushing it and then grabbing it here, then going into the next one like that?
Yeah, I mean you can. You certainly can.
Or like, you see what I'm saying, like that?
Yeah. That's.
And you just like go back and forth.
That's not wrong. It's not a wrong answer.
I don't know. That feels comfortable.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. There's definitely something there.
Feels good.
But then if you put, what am I doing here? All right, there's a way to do this backwards, right? So like we're doing a 6-point with a faceplate right here, right? That's the way I would categorize. That's the way I would describe this hand position. Is this hand is the faceplate, and this is the 6-point. Well, this is also a 6-point. So if we flipped the faceplate so that the thumb and the middle finger are doing a connection there.
Oh, you're going back here?
Yeah. And it's like, all right, so the plate is now, I'm flipping the plate around, but I'm still essentially doing the same 6-point. You're able to switch back and forth from that, right? So, backwards, forwards.
Oh my god, yeah, I
Switch.
probably can figure that out, but fuck my brain right now. Yeah, there you go.
That's a thing. Have you ever considered doing a submissions for a glove-like Jest impersonation competition? I would, but I know a couple of people who would win it.
Jason?
No, Scotty would definitely win it. Scotty can do a pretty good impression of me. He's also been one of my consistent students from very early in his gloving, so he knows how I think about gloving a lot.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
What is it like teaching people? Because I've always wanted to try, but you know what? I'm just not built for it. I'm just not. You know what I mean? Like
You have to be able to. It's more about communicating in a way people can understand. Being really talented at something does not necessarily equate to being able to teach that thing to another person. A perfect example of that is Shaun White, the snowboarder. He is probably one of the most talented snowboarders on the planet, but he says himself, like, I can't teach people, because when I teach people, he's like, you just gotta feel it, man. And that's not how you teach people. But it really comes down to, can you break down your thoughts, break down your moves in a cohesive way that you can then have someone else wrap their head around. And if you can do that, if you can understand your stuff to the point where you can do that, you're gonna be a better glover anyways. Because what's interesting about teaching is that if you really, really want to know something inside and out, teach it to someone else, because you'll teach yourself something along the way. So yeah, that's some corny ass bullshit, but it really actually is true. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot going on in my head when I think about moves, and it just feels so comfortable. Like, actually, no, I lied. It just feels like there's nothing going on in my head, and it's just my body just knows what to do.
And that's
like, and when
that's
to
an
do it.
interesting thing about some of the really talented people is like they don't have to think when they're doing it. It just flows out of them. So being able to teach something that is innate is definitely difficult. In my gloving career, nothing was innate. Nothing was natural. I had to force my way through and learn my way through literally every aspect of it, which is one of the reasons why I felt like I was uniquely positioned to write the book, because I actually had to figure things out for myself for the most part, and study the greats from afar, because that's literally what I had to do. Being from Minnesota, I didn't get to hang out with all the original progenitors. So that's that. Yeah, that's Snaps is like, is he talking about Jason Nolan? Were you talking about Jason Nolan? Do you think Jason Nolan can do a gloving impression of me, or are you talking about Jason Valdez?
Yeah, I was talking about Nolan.
Okay. You know, I hadn't thought about it, but I could see him doing a pretty decent impression of me. I think he can do a better impression of Outlaw than me, personally. I think he gloves like Outlaw a little bit.
Ooh, Outlaw? I saw him at the Photon thing. Was he there?
Dude. Yeah, he was there.
You traded with him. Did I?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
I thought I like interrupted you guys trading at one point. I don't know, man.
I don't remember.
I don't know for sure. You should know for sure if you traded with him. You think you would know. Only Hand says, I think I could win it based off sheer duplicative ability and execution of it. I would love to see you do a glove. Send me a gloving impression of me. If you send me a gloving impression of me, I will absolutely play it on my stream. For sure. This goes for anyone. Send me your gloving impression of me, and I will play it on my stream. I love that, actually. Dave says that's not corny. Teaching requires you to confront your assumptions. He's absolutely right about that. It's still kind of corny though. It just is. I'm sorry. Snap says that's my boy. Oh no, my boy. That's my boy. Father help. Oh no, my boy. Why do I live on TikTok? Anyways, we are at an hour and 40 minutes into the stream. I want all of you to take a drink of water, because you are a walking sack of water. I also want you to remember that you can hop over to yougotmoves.com and check out the Global Gloving Gauntlet webpage, or entrance tickets. You can also check out the jerseys over there that will be sponsoring the Global Gloving Gauntlet. Please do that very soon. Do not wait. Hey, Taj in the chat. What up, what up, what up? I'm a leak. What are you leaking? What are you leaking, Taj? Are you going to take a leak? You draining the main vein over here?
No, he's going to leak some info.
Oh, okay. What you leaking over here? I want to hear it. What you wiki leaksing? I like how now I'm not using gloves after I was giving you shit about not using gloves.
I mean, well, you use it enough. Like, more than half of the stream.
True. But they died, and now I gotta charge them, so. Teddy already said no shit posting, sorry. I heard the absolutely not of Tedward's voice and probably cringed a little bit, huh? Only Hand says Charles I doesn't trip copyright, right? You did a mix once. He has, if you do the Minnesota, here's what I've found. Here's my secret to finding non-copyrighted songs by artists that you like. Find an artist that's remixing another popular artist, and chances are that song is not gonna trigger copyrights. Not always, but that's a good bet. When Rez remixes Porter, always goes free. When Charles remixed Minnesota, always goes free. I don't know, man. That's my general rule of thumb is variations in productions, VIPs, bootlegs really work. A lot of bootlegs are gonna not hit copyrights for whatever reason, kind of ironically, and remixes of popular artists by artists that are also kind of popular, so typically work out pretty well. It's the song Balance. I'm not sure for sure specific songs, but you can always do a test. If you have a YouTube channel, just upload the song, and if it gets triggered, then it gets triggered. I take the Zuck like a true cringe clubber. Retired, by the way. Yeah, like a true cringe clubber. You're never retired, Taj. Come on, buddy. You know better.
Yeah.
Nate Harvest says Grizz Closey Red Rocks. Definitely check out that one because that's probably something worthwhile. Alrighty then. Let's see what else. What other moves did you consider your signature? If someone said, "Hey, do the thing," what thing would you pull out? And don't say your dick.
I would never.
Dick's out for Harambe.
Let's see. There's this move that I like doing, and like it's like one of the very first moves I was very proud of. This dates back to like 2013, 12. But it's like you go you roll into like hooking this, and then you just kind of like
flap,
and then you go the other one.
Sure, and then flap some more.
And then you go down. Oh, fuck, my camera's like stupid.
I like that. I like that.
Okay.
Josh says the hat move is pretty iconic for you, Josh. Yeah, that is. I would say that is my true signature. That's my absolute peak signature. Although at this point I do a lot of different moves that I like to consider my signature, like tech move. But
I think this one is pretty iconic.
Yeah, I see you do that one in your shows a lot for sure. Taj says, do the thing in your tryout video for PM. I remember very vividly. Yeah, someone said do the thing, and I looked up, and then I was like, all right, and then I did the hat trick, and everybody screamed, and that's one of my most cherished clubbing memories is my PM tryout. So good, so good, such a good night. It's crazy to think that was 5 years ago.
Damn.
Wild.
5 years ago.
Yeah, right.
I like doing the circle thumb thing too.
Yeah, that thing where you, yeah, do that again. Do that first part of it again. You did it in the show from here first, and you did like a longer version of it where you started with your hands together.
When? Which show?
The show, the one that we the photon one, you know.
I'm doing this, and
yeah.
I go forward.
That was it exactly. Precisely that right there.
And then I think I remember. This is one of my signatures. I remember. Okay, I go like this, so it's like basically this. I don't even know this move, and I connect these. But I used to like panning from people's heads, and then you'd switch it, and then you'd go, and then you'd come down here with the 4-point, and you'd go boom, boom.
I like that. That's cool. Show me that again. So it's like, I think. Show me it again.
Okay, so it's.
Yeah, that part fucks with me. I like that a lot though.
And then I used to do this one too. Like I would go on top, and then I go boom. Like I would go like that.
Nice.
Boom,
Nice.
boom.
Yeah, you do those concepts that you can just whip and roll out of so quickly, and it's such a satisfying way to transition. It really is.
There was what was it, dude? I haven't done this move in such a long time, actually. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. It was like this. So it's like just a regular 2-point and then a 4-point, and you put those on top of each other. What you do is you bring down your thumb and your top thumb, and then fuck, it's like really hard. And then you like fucking, it's so hard to do.
Bro, you're so
kinda...
weird. You're so weird. How does your brain even work like that?
I don't know.
All the transitions just out of nowhere. But I like that. That's why you are a concept creator. That is why you are one of those dudes who keeps pushing concepts forward. So.
Sometimes I disappear for a really long time, then I come back and I'm like, oh yeah, hey, check this out, and everyone's like, what?
that's the crazy thing, is like the fingers never stop moving. So when you do go ghost, you're gonna be coming up with things that look interesting, and nobody's doing them because they don't have the opportunity to copy you yet. So. Blank says, gotta head out. Fun watching. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
I never really like got into flower
patterns. Flower flails. It's just throwing your wrist in different isolation points, honestly.
I like normal I like shit that like is very simple. Like there's this move I saw someone do, I think it was Lithio on TV, but he just went like and like created like this V, and I was like, that's just like, it just feels comfortable.
I like things like that where it's like, it's not a flail pattern, it's not a flower pattern, it's not really like your typical circles, but
you're just panning.
But it's using, yeah, it's using momentum and like trails in order to create an illusion, and also using like finger positions or hand positions in order to. I keep coming back to this guy right here, because it like uses that speed while also using finger positions. Here's another example of finding a song that you can play that's a good popular song, but it's not going to get copyright.
I'm going to claim this move actually. Alright, I have a move to claim. It's this one. So it's these 2 fingers, like a digit, but you throw into it. Like that.
Yeah, I do be seeing you. I see you doing that a lot of shows.
That was, I remember I did that in 2015. At the park for a TV video, and it blew up. And for some reason, why did my fucking... Have you seen that video where I'm wearing like a red and white shirt?
Yep, that was the one I was going to steal off of the internet in order to play. If I was about to rip that off of the internet and use that one, except that I was like, oh yeah, I have a video of him.
Oh my god, but yeah, I don't know why people like that shit, or how it got big even. Like I didn't even like that shit. They were just like, we need you to do a video, we need you to do a video. I was like, alright.
Honestly, that video pops the fuck off for some reason.
I don't know how it got shared.
Great. I thought it was
random pools were like commenting on it, and they're like, ooh, hand dances, oh, check out this guy. And I was like, whoa, it made it out of the fucking the bubble, you know?
That's when you know it starts like, I wish I knew how to get the algorithm to push gloving outside of the bubble more. Like, I just never understand how to get it. You know, we have our audience, we have our glovers, and I always, you know, I have a tight-knit community here, which is great. But we want to see some of that, you know, viral, what's this guy doing action, don't we?
I mean, yeah. I guess so. It was like what I feel like that video was like the only video I've ever really seen that got shared and that many likes on a shared video, which is like insane to me. I think the last time I saw that was like Koi or Tran. What is it? Koi Tran, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think I seen like one of his videos that were shared and he got so many views, and I was like, damn, good job, dude. I remember he reached out to me and was like, I want you to work with me. And at the time I was like, not stable for that. like work with me, dude. Teach. And I was like, I can't.
Damn. He's one of those that just like is prodigious in how he creates things. So I gotta give him credit too. I wrote him a shout out in the book in the cluster section, calling him one of the goods, one of the greats. He definitely has made his impact. But yeah, we have about 10 minutes left in the stream. So anything you want to plug? Anything you want to tell the chat while we've got you got your audience here?
Tell them. I just want to thank them for even being here in the first place. You know, that's a huge contribution, not only to you or me, but to the community. You know, doing a huge favor by streaming and announcing these events and almost keeping your portion of everything like glued together in the whole like spectrum of this gloving community that we have. And I want to thank everybody again for just, I don't know, fucking gloving. It's the weird habit or weird hobby and habit that we do, but you know, I feel like it's gotten me like through a lot of shit, like a lot of stuff. Like I feel like I've posted shows and I have so much drive behind it. Like I feel like I haven't really wanted to like these past 2 years because of some things that happened in my life, and I hope to get back to it, you know, like because it's fun, dude. And like with everything coming up lately and like everyone's like just moving, like they're moving finally, you know, things are just moving around.
People are sick of sitting in their rooms and gloving to themselves. People want to do things with each other again. People want to wiggle their hands in each other's faces, and I for one am with that shit, as they say, as the kids say these days.
It's just, I want to also, since I'm here, like, I don't know, a couple years ago in the lounge, I don't know if people are here from the lounge or dropping by from the lounge, but also I have been not the greatest person in the lounge, and I want to apologize for that. That was a long time ago, but I don't know.
Cushman has certainly had his share of beefs and
debauchery,
and his share of pointed opinions aimed at individuals. But you know what, man? If you don't have a villain phase, I don't trust you. Like realistically,
that was my villain phase, and I was just not doing okay. But I feel like I'm doing great, and I feel like this is a good opportunity to kind of just like get back into it. After like Texas, dude, I was like, yo, what are you doing, Cali? Like, I better get back, and there better be some shit. And then, you know, then you got YGC coming up. And,
YGC, please don't let that stick, because then he will get so mad at me if that sticks.
I'm gonna look. That's just what comes to my mind.
The event is called G3, guys. Not YGC.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't trust Jest.
It's called G3, I promise.
Go to their website. Yeah, G3. Sign up, dude. Throw those fucking hands down. You trying to face me?
Definitely show up to G3 in August, guys. If you are watching this and you are not considering going to G3 in August, you're gonna the time is gonna come. You're gonna get FOMO, and then you're gonna be mad. And all I'm gonna be able to do is look at you in the eye and say, "I told you so."
Yeah, and you're probably gonna tell me so, but I get paid what tonight? I'll just fucking buy it like right now.
Do it.
There's no reason not to. There really isn't.
You got Cushman. YGC stands for you got Cushman.
You got Cushman. That's a good one. That is a very good one.
Yeah. So.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jess. This
Yeah.
is so fun.
Thanks for being on the show with me. I really appreciate you showing up and telling your story. We got through all of the questions for the interview, so I'll definitely be able to go through this stream again and write down all your stuff. And the next edition of the book will include your story in it, so that's cool.
Wow. There's another book coming? There's a fucking volume 2?
There will be a volume 2 eventually. I want to do updates. I want to do more interviews. This is going to be how I'm going to collect the interviews going forward. Is just, talking to people because it feels like it's easier to do. And then I can, like I said, I can go back and I can transcribe it later and then put it in because it's essentially your words, but I did the work, so easier for everyone.
Yeah. I'm glad you are that you're just John Hancock to the whole fucking the whole thing. You signed it. You're just like, it's official. This is the book, guys.
Yeah, I wanted to do it for the community. I was uniquely positioned because my dad has written 15 books, so it's always been in my mind to think I could do that. I could write a book about something. And I've always kind of wanted to write a book about something, and then eventually things started piling on each other until there was a last straw that I was like, all right, I'm outlining this, and if I can come up with a decent outline, I'm going to do it. And I did. So the community needed it, and I was happy to be the person to provide it. So
yeah, can we get some W's in chat, please, for that?
Taj says, you have info wrong in my book signed, in my signed copy. What did I get wrong? Taj, I'll fix it. Next time I see you bring the book, I'll fix it, I promise. What did I get wrong?
Hey, we got one W. Thank you, Taj.
Got a W. I'll send a Dropbot links next week for live reaction sync. Okay. Only Hands is gonna do that thing. All right. So, Snap says, Josh, you should interview Jason. I should interview Jason. I should talk to
Jason Valdez?
Well, Jason Valdez for sure. But I think he's.
Yeah.
I assume he's talking about Jason No One, which I would love to do that as well. If you can get Mumbles to actually, message me instead of not messaging me, that would be super cool. I would love to have Mumbles on the stream to talk about stuff because obviously reasons. So Taj says bring me on. Taj, we could talk about Chroma God stuff, about mode swap stuff at some point. Definitely. So we'll talk. Anyways, we got just a few minutes left here, so I'm gonna plug the stuff. Cushman, one more time, I want to thank you for being on. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being active in the community. Thank you for sticking around for 13 freaking years.
Yeah, dude, had nowhere else to go, right?
I had nowhere else to go.
I'm playing. It was,
I like
not
that.
like that at all.
I like that though. That's funny. Yeah, just check out yougotmoves.com/gloves. Check out yougotmoves.com/handbook. Go to You Got Moves in general and click on all of the different things, because if you support that site in any way, you're supporting this stream. Also, go and use code Jest3M for 10% off at Amazing Lights, at iHeartRaves, and intotheam.com. You can also use code Jest at Starborn Universe for this awesome hoodie. This is where you get this hoodie. It's called shopstarborn.com. Again, it's shopstarborn.com. Use code Jest for 10% off any of their awesome apparel. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you being here on a Thursday night and supporting this weirdness that we do with our fingers. I am going to be doing a couple more video game streams this weekend. I want to stream Pokemon tomorrow night. I might stream it on Thursday night Saturday night and Sunday night as well, because if I'm not done with the good game by then I will probably want to keep playing it. Taj says join the You Got Moves Discord too. Definitely join the You Got Moves Discord as well if you have not already. yougotmoves.com/discord. Tune in tomorrow. It's going to be anywhere from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. that I start streaming. I have no idea what time I'm going to start streaming yet. It could be way later as well. But I'm going to be playing Pokemon Legends Arceus tomorrow night. I am about halfway done with the game, I think. I have been grinding hella off screen. I have not done any of the story up until, except for what you've seen on stream, but all of the things that I've been doing off stream are like side quests and just like running around and grinding. So like I'm kind of over leveled, so that'll be fun. Tune in tomorrow night as I grind a little bit more through the story of Pokemon Legends Arceus. And that's really it. That's all there is to it. See you tomorrow night, and thank you for being here. It's better to be weird than boring. Bye, guys.